Don't buy the new iPhone. Apple has just released their newest slick, beautiful iPhone devices and they are gorgeous. But I'm here to tell you why I don't think you should upgrade. In fact, I think a phone like this, an iPhone that's almost 6 years old, is perfectly capable in this day and age. At least let me plead my case. Here we go. All right, folks, before we get into it, I want to give this video a couple of caveats before we get started. Number one, I'm not here to beat up on Apple fans or attack anyone, so if you feel that way, I apologize, and I hope that you know that this video isn't intended to be helpful and entertaining. So in the way that I speak about things, sometimes it can be a little bit off-putting. So I just want you to know I love you very much, and I hope you'll stick around. Caveat number two, the purpose of this channel is to provide you with encouragement and support in the areas of making the most of your time and being more productive. So if that's information that would be valuable to you, make sure you hit the subscribe button and support this channel. The purpose of this video is to basically highlight the fact that unless your phone exploded and you have $700 or more burning a hole in your pocket, you probably don't need to upgrade to the newest iPhone. In fact, I would suggest that if you already have an iPhone 6 years or newer, that means the 6S on up, that you already have compatibility with iOS 15, which is the latest and greatest, and then also your device is already pretty capable. In fact, to kind of back up my case here, I even put my SIM card in this iPhone 6S. This phone came out in 2016, I believe, 2017, 2016. And the fact of the matter is that I've had no issues with it. I bought this phone on eBay for $75. $75. It's like new. There's no scratches on it. The battery is pretty good, and it's been great. And actually, the camera quality is pretty good too. You've got 4K camera quality at 30 frames per second. It's not great with low light photography and video. So the battery's good, camera's pretty good, and then iOS 15, everything's smooth, it's fast, everything runs great. So reason number one I don't think you should upgrade is that you need to save your money. It's too expensive. It just is. And we gotta put the kibosh on this stuff at one point. The price of this sucker starts out at $700, which isn't as extreme as it could be. And then the Pro model actually starts at $999. And I actually priced one out with the max storage. The grand total for me came out to $1,759.11. That's a lot of coin, baby. That's a lot of coin. In fact, you could purchase a lot of cool things with that. You could buy a car with that amount of money. I believe me, I have driven plenty of $500 cars. Ask anyone I know. It's embarrassing. But I can already hear someone out there going, but Owen, I'm a content creator. I need the newest and greatest. Fair enough, you do you. And if you are out there in the content creator world, why don't you consider buying a nice camera, real camera, one where you can change out the lenses and you could add, an external microphone to it easily. You could hook it up to your Mac or whatever and have it, as a webcam, whatever. You could do so many things with it. And then in 2 years from now, when the new iPhone comes out, you'll be 2 years ahead in your photography and video skills that you just frankly won't be at with an iPhone. Now I get it. I've seen these videos where people make entire commercials with an iPhone, and it's cool, but it's such a gimmick. It's a gimmick. It's just for fun, because at the end of the day, if you were actually going to make a real video for someone that was going to pay you money, you would have to use a real camera. It's just, if you showed up to a paid shoot with an iPhone, I think you'd be fired. So
you're fired.
There's that. I just feel like there needs to be a mind shift here into, why don't you consider buying a real camera? Reason number two is that the upgrade is not very significant. I remember 10 years ago, showing my age here, when a new device came out, it was like significant. It was like, oh, you can access the internet with this device, or you can download apps with this device. No, nowadays it's just a little bit better battery, a little bit better camera. We see that as they keep adding new camera lenses to the back of the phone. We're up to 3 now, and some devices out there have 5, 6. It's great, and it's cool and fun. But again, I think it's gimmicky. Most of the time, there's one really solid lens on those devices and everything is made up with operating system and the software part of it. No, I get that. I get that there's an automatic operations side to this where it kind of gives your average Joe Schmo out there the ability to take some amazing photos of their kids. So I get it. I respect the idea of it, but I think the iterations are just so minimal, and that if you have an iPhone 6 years or newer, most likely the camera is still pretty good. I would also offer, in that same vein as reason number one of getting a real camera, maybe just get a new light or a new microphone, external microphone. If that's something you're wanting to get better into, I'm telling you what, like 90% of taking good video and photo is good lighting and good sound. And that, I don't know. It's just crazy. So the iterations of the upgrades is just so minimal. I know someone out there has got the newest and is probably watching this video on that device going, "Owen, you're an idiot. You're out of touch. You don't understand what you're talking about, man." And I get that. Again, the purpose of this channel and in this video is not to beat up on anyone, but just to help you out there consider the fact that you've got a solid device in your pocket already. And if you truly need to upgrade, consider maybe the iPhone 6S. It's $75 on eBay. $75. The battery is okay. You may want to bring a charger with you to the office, or maybe an extra battery pack. And if you can't do that, then maybe something a little bit newer like an iPhone 8. Again, a couple $100 on eBay. And also, while we're at it, don't buy into the payment plans and the pay-as-you-go stuff. It's a ripoff. Save your money, I'm telling you. And we could have a whole other video just about saving your money with your cell phone plan. And maybe we'll do that down the road. But for this one, we just want to talk about the hardware for a second. Maybe if you really truly watch this video and you're like, "Oh, I'm not going to use this archaic device. I'm going to get the latest and greatest." That's fine. You do you. I would ask you to also consider the amount of waste that we produce as a people, as an individual, each year when we're just getting new and new and new and new. The consideration of what that does to the environment and how much waste that we're producing. That's a whole other conversation, but just something to consider. And also, there are some ethics behind what we buy. So every time you spend your money, you're voting on a lifestyle that you want to have, and you're also putting money towards a world that you want to live in. So the reason I made this video is because I don't want to live in a world where it's so hypnotized by owning the newest, latest, and greatest shiny objects, but rather more content lifestyle. Yeah, so that's where we're gonna land this thing. If you want to buy your iPhone, go for it. Drop a comment below. Let me know what device you use currently, and if you were gonna upgrade, what you would upgrade to. I'm just curious. Love you.